thing that we're going to be doing next is making a lockpick kit, because you guys have been asking me, hey, where should I end up buying this stuff? You can buy it all over the place, but you can make it. When I was in the Army, I used to make field expedient ones all the time, and I might have to show you guys how to do that one of these days. But to make one, you can use windshield wiper, okay? Because we need a spring steel to create one, okay? And these are old ones from my wife's car. I had just replaced them, so I'm going to see if I can get some use out of this. Is get to this piece of metal that's inside here. And this is the piece that we need. But this right here is one of the smaller blades, right? This is the longer blade. That's why I said this one you can actually use to slim jim a car door open. So what we need to do is we need to make a tension wrench or a torsion wrench. People will call them both. And we also end up needing to actually make the pick. And I prefer what's known as a hook pick. There's some people that like the diamond, but I like the hook. So that's what we're going to make. We can actually end up maybe putting it here. And we can bend one side this way, one side that way, make one side smaller for smaller keyways, another one larger. Okay. Now, the thing about the spring steel, we need something that's about like that, is you're going to see that the spring steel doesn't really like moving too much. But there we go, we got that one. And we're going to bend this one back this way. Some keyways have a larger opening, some of them have smaller opening. So we need one side for the larger, one side for the smaller. So something like a deadbolt, you'll see that this will be way too big, right? That's way too big to go inside there. Same thing with the master lock. That's way too big. So what we need to do is we need to trim the side of this down, and that's exactly what we're going to do with the Dremel. But I'm going to end up getting a sander, so that way it's a little bit more precise. You know, you can teach people to do stuff, and what they decide to do with it, that's on them. You know, you can teach somebody kung fu, but if they decide to go around using it to hurt people, it's not really on you, is it? It's on the person that's doing it. You can't be responsible for other people's actions or morality. Let's go ahead and do this one. This is kind of a sharp end, so I'm gonna ease that up a little bit. Let's go ahead and use this. That's not bad. That is not bad. I'm going to end up making that a little bit smaller though. I like that. Okay, so that one is good to go. This one I can shape too after I find another lock that I want to make it fit to that size. I'm going to take a little bit more off of the size of this, but this is really close to how I want it. So what you're going to have from here to here be the pick portion, and then this portion right here we can either make it as the handle, or we can make it as the portion that can go into a like a wooden handle or something like that, okay? And then what we can do is actually heat this up and put it like on a popsicle stick and let it burn in, and then you just use epoxy to make the handle, okay? But let me get a permanent marker. And you can actually get online, and then they have like silhouettes of pick kits. You can print that out and just glue it onto something if you want to do it like that. But for me, I already know what I'm looking for. And then so I'm going to start sanding and filing this down to the way that I want it. And it's going to be easier if I just kind of hold it like this. Okay, so I've got this ground down pretty good. I kind of would like to have it more of a hook there, but does it go in? Yes. So there's a couple of things about this that I would like to fix, like right here, and I'd also like to bend that more up. So I ended up having to sand it, the sides too, to make it fit a little bit better. I would prefer to have a little bit more of a hook on the end, but this is going to be okay. And also, I mean, if I heated this up over a flame, you know, and made it where it turned blue, I could gently bend that to the amount that I want, heat it up again, and then dip it in cold water. And then that should end up kind of hardening it. Okay, alrighty. So I've got this now where it's close to how I want it, and it really needs a handle. It's going to be hard to pick with something like this. But we can go ahead and grab our standard cheapie. This is a good one though to see if your pick set and everything like that feels right. Okay, so we can come over here and okay, that one's caked. And let's grab a big old master lock here and give it a shot. This pick is definitely awkward, but I can keep working it and adjusting it until it's like not wanting to go all the way in. How do you like them apples? So I know what I got to do on this one. Because yeah, this is going in easier than the last time. And you shouldn't have to wrestle, you know, trying to get the pick past the pins, especially the rear pin. Yeah, so I just got to kind of keep trying to shape this until it feels right for me, and then I'll have a pick kit. Anyway, guys, that is that. That is how you can make your own pick kit. Okay. Now, like I said, as far as the handle goes, just a couple of popsicle sticks. And if you heat this end up and set it on the popsicle sticks, it'll burn a channel in there. So that way, you know, it'll set flush. But having a good handle makes a big difference on your picking technique. This one's really awkward to use. But then again, I've used bobby pins. I've used all sorts of stuff to get into locks. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit like and hit subscribe. Check out my other videos. And if you do hit subscribe, make sure that you end up hitting that bell, because if not, you won't be notified when I post something new.